Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Limbus Company. We are back, and if you can believe it, we're going to be doing some more extractions today. They gave me a bunch. I don't know. I don't care what you're saying. Yeah. They gave me maintenance rewards, so I'm kind of rich right now. I was thinking about using this for extraction purposes, because there is a new Ishmael out right now, but the problem is we have a really good one right now. So there's not really like a need to get hers, but also fire stuff, right? Of course, this is an option. We do need to get one for Sinclair, and he actually has an entire thing right now. Hong Lu has one, Sinclair has one. We could also hold on to it. But we're not going to do that, of course. I would like this Ishmael one. Here's the problem with Ishmael. She has a good one right now, but I'm never going to use it again. It's too, it's a little dicey. Now, we could get this one. That one looks cool. All right, I'm down. I'll bite. Okay, well, we got the Sinclair one.
저를 찾으셨군요.
Great. And we got this one too.
마세요. 저도 좋아서 이딴 걸 입었겠어요?
Interesting. All right, well, that's pretty neat. Not the one I thought we were gonna get, but I will not complain. I also got
하루의 끝을 마침표
new
찍는
phrases
것만큼
apparently.
이보다 가치 있는 건 없지.
A glass of and must attach the blank. Okay, interesting. So I guess we can get some of these for getting different identities, maybe? Question mark? Not entirely sure. Okay, Hong Lu. Yours is really good though. I kind of like yours a lot. Kind of like it a lot, but I'll be honest, I kind of don't like yours a lot. Is it worth uptying? I mean, with the amount that we have, maybe. Plus 16, that's pretty fucking good. What's your passive? If a unit fails to deal HP damage, gain a shield equal to 5% of max HP next turn. That's pretty good. When one ally with the highest speed burst tremor, they inflict 2 rupture. Interesting. Alright. What does this look like if I uptight? Alright, I'll bite. Look how much thread we have. This is like nothing to
이딴
me.
걸로 인정까지 받는
I'm just too rich.
좋아해야 할지 싫어해야 할지.
I'm simply too rich. Oh god. Oh yeah, that's right. They have cutscenes. Don't laugh, seriously. A sticky green substance was all over the child's body. Now, rather than sticking to her, it should be right to call it draped over her. That is a kind of equipment, suit, outfit, and tool the child put on of her own volition. That's right. In the now fallen K-Corp, or the Waterby Corporation, in other words, they used to extract a type of tool from abnormalities. By drawing up the innermost core of the abnormality, they made it possible for anyone to use their powers as tools whenever. In the Waterby Corporation, they made two types of such tools, and called them ego weapons and ego suits respectively. Employees managing abnormalities wore them as needed, used them to handle a variety of dangerous situations, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, I was just saying the same thing. Seriously, why am I the only one forced to wear this? Can't I put on one of the other suits with the talisman things? Should have picked faster, gal. There were only 3 sets left. So what can we do about it? Oh, hey, and that's the other one I just got. That's funny. Reading the documents left here, it says only a limited number of sets could be produced for each. See now, I guess you could say they were destined to put that on, right, sweetheart? Damn it. Oh, as there were many kinds of abnormalities, you could be extracted in various forms. It looks like this branch only managed a few abnormalities before the burial. Perhaps it was a relatively new one that wasn't authorized very long. They might not have extracted much ego because they didn't manage the abnormalities for long. So, do we really have to use these to fight on? The child asked, brushing off the slime on her head. A security staff from K-Corp. Were they called the Excision staff? I admit they're a pain to deal with, but I'm not sure if we need all this. Don't wanna? If that's the case, go ahead and fight without it then. Ugh. The child still couldn't erase the unpleasantness from her face. Alright. But experiencing this power might have changed her mind a bit. It looks like Fairy Festival. I think that's what it said, isn't it? Wow. This woman looks so heavy, but it can be swung so freely, huh? Hey, admiring that kind of stuff right in the middle of a beating someone down is a bit off-putting, isn't it? I mean, look at this. The child then swings at the green blunt instrument horizontally. She wields it with the proficiency of someone who's used it for a long time. It hits just right. Let's help ourselves to some wine when we head back. Ugh. The child covers her mouth to the sudden outburst of this peculiar manner of speech. Her colleagues laugh at the scene, and the child looks quite humiliated. But they have yet to know this isn't a mere laughing matter. It gives the feeling that they might realize... It gives the feeling that they might realize that in the near future. Okay. Alright, very well. Interesting, whatever. Great. Alright, well, let's level you up too, I guess. And get you to level 10, that's fine. I'm probably not going to use this for a while, just because I don't really see a need to trade her out yet. I mean, we're kind of good as is. Oh, hold on. I forgot, I should look at this one too. This one I will definitely have you use.
해방을 위해서는 설령 저주더라도 받아들이겠어요.
Alright, that looks pretty cool. I didn't even look at the skills, but I bet they're good. Okay, I didn't mean to skip. A murmur faintly echoes in the room. As candlelights waver, so does the writing brush in the child's hand, imbued with red ink. The child ceaselessly writes red letters on yellow talismans. He's writing down complicated spells of witches and curses targeted at somebodies. Could the child have learned this art of thaumaturgy? Probably not. Then, was it the group the child belongs to, the Technology Liberation Alliance, that taught him how to make talismans? That wouldn't be the case either. Perhaps he's making sheets of paper containing tremendous technology, aiding his group's terrorist attacks. No, that simply couldn't be. What the child did was simply fight a few fights wearing the ego his group borrowed from the underground levels of an K-Corp facility. However, the child does seem immersed in this craft of talismans and dark arts. Rather than putting on ego and using it as a tool, it was as though he became one with the ego, or the abnormality itself, putting the things in its mind to action as it possessed. Wait, what? Putting the things in its mind to action as if possessed. That's right, most ego will try to encroach on its user and corrode them. It's said that uttering someone else's words as if they're your own and copying whatever they do eventually makes you no different from that person, right? Then it may only be natural that using someone else's mind like a tool gradually assimilates yours into it, forgetting yourself as if it has taken it. It would be wise to have someone else take the child's ego off before it corrodes him further, but it doesn't look like the organization he belongs to will be eager to do so considering the excellent compatibility and results he's been showing. Alright. Thank you for all this lore I already knew, man. Give me something new, why don't you? We actually got some lunacy out of all that. Very nice. Right. Let's go ahead and swap you. Even though it is a lower level, I still want you to use that instead. I wish we had a couple more 3 levels, though. That would be nice.
검을 다듬고 있다.
Okay, that was weird.
하루의 끝.
Okay, what do we still have to extract from here? Ishmael has one. This is an ego skill that we could get. We got that. We did not get Hong Lu's. That would also be one I would like. Alright, first try, baby.
자,
What the fuck?
맛볼
What the fuck? Okay, well, that was a little weird, but hey-oh. Alright, I literally chose the... we have to pick. No, we don't. Never mind. I was like, oh, damn. I literally chose the other one because I didn't think we were going to get it. That's funny. Alright, let's up-tie this bad boy. We need the dream team at full capacity. What does it cost? I wonder if we even have the ability to use this. It needs this, which we do have on our current roster. It needs the green one, which we also have on the current roster. And what was the third one, though? Purple. Ugh, I don't know about purple. Nope, we have purple too. Okay, sweet. So we actually can use it.
검을
Great.
다듬고 있다. 하루의 끝을 마침표 찍는 것만큼 이보다 가치 있는 건
The
없지.
blanks will like this. These are so funny. You can do so much with them. All right. I think it's time to get out there and do some stuff. I think it's time to just start it off. I found myself looking at dead and dying cinders in the middle of the nest, a place that's supposed to be peaceful. And in front of me is, I began tracing back my memories to figure out what happened. Oh boy. Oh man, another bout of amnesia. Oh no.
우리는 야심가도 탐욕가도 아니며 그저 기술을 사랑했던 아이에 불과했지.
We were neither high flyers nor greedy vultures. We were merely children who loved technology.
처음으로 우리가 숨을 쉰다고 느꼈던 그날을 기억하오?
Do you remember the day when we first felt that we were breathing?
그때는 말일세.
Back then,
그 숨만으로도 충분했었어.
that breath alone would suffice.
아님 유독
Or perhaps,
그날만 공기가 맑았거나.
it was the air that was exceptionally clear that day. Oh, the view is obscured by smoke and dust. Terrified screams, hopeless outcries, pain moans, and the sounds of hard objects breaking create a cacophony. A cacophony, I should say.
시계를 돌려야 할 시간이요.
It is time to turn the clock. I can hear Yisong, the only conscious sinner at the moment, muster up his remaining strength to speak. The others are on the floor among dismembered corpses like powerless puppets. Fatal injuries were left by an abnormality. Yet we are in the middle of a nest. Weren't abnormalities supposed to be confined within Lobotomy Corp's branch facilities or dungeons? Meanwhile, the abnormality pierced Yisong's abdomen as I wondered. I had no one else to share this question with.
이번엔 어디를 가는 건가요?
Where are we going this time? The sitters seemed to grow quite accustomed to this work. As if we were on a road trip, some were far less hesitant to ask about our next destination.
아니요. 이번 작전의 시작점은 장소가 아니라 사람입니다.
That's not quite the right question. This mission begins with a person rather than a place.
사람이라 하였소?
A person, you say?
의뢰인이 계시거든요.
We happen to have a client.
그건 저희가 해결사 사무소처럼 외부로부터 의뢰까지 받는다는 소리예요?
You mean we take requests from outside like we're fixers, like we're a fixer office or something?
벌써부터 의뢰가 몰아치고 있는 겐가? 훌륭하군. 곧 이름 날리는 해결사가 되어버릴지도 모르겠어.
Oh, hath our carriage begun to be frequented by requests already? Excelente. It may take little time at all to become a renowned fixer.
조용. 질문에 대한 대답은 내가 한다.
Quiet. I'll be answering questions.
너희도 알다시피 황금가지라는 존재는 비교적 최근에 발견된 개념이다.
As you all know, the golden boughs are a relatively recent discovery.
다행스럽게도 일전에 거쳐온 제2사나 D사는 황금가지에 특별한 관심을 두지 않았어.
Fortunately, K-Corp and D-Corp didn't have much interest when we visited their districts.
그래서 뒷골목의 잡배들이 어슬렁거리거나 변변치 않은 것들이 조직을 만들어 점령하곤 했지.
That is why those facilities were populated by no more than backstreets miscreants or ragtag syndicates.
하지만 일찌감치 황금가지의 존재를 눈치채기도 한 날개도 있지. 지금 우리가 있는 K사처럼.
However, there are wings that have caught wind of their existence and value early, like K-Corp, whose turf we're in right now.
하지만 K사에 있었던 황금가지는 우리가 이미 얻은 거 아니었어?
Huh? I thought we'd already taken the golden bough here at K-Corp's nest.
하나의 날개에 하나의 황금가지만 존재한다고 한 적 없는 것 같은데.
I never said that there were any rules that say only one bough may exist in a district.
로보토미 지부는 우리의 생각보다 복잡하다. 말 그대로 가지처럼 곳곳에 뻗어 있지.
The distribution of Lobotomy Corp's branch facilities is more complicated than you'd expect. They can be found everywhere. Spread quite literally like tree branches.
황금가지에 대한 소유권은 아직까지 명확히 정의된 바가.
저희 집 지하실과 연결되어 있던 것처럼 말이죠.
I like how one was connected to our estate's basement. There also haven't been any clear definitions about who owns the bows.
그렇기 때문에
I mean, it makes sense. They're all over the place. It was what, like the primary source of energy for the entire city. So, that would make sense. They would have to be everywhere, like power lines. Which is why everyone's been playing by the primitive rule that the first finders of a bow are its keepers.
뭐 잠들어 있는 보물은 원래 먼저 찜한 사람이 가지는 거니까.
Oh well, that's usually how it goes with slumbering treasures.
그래서 황금가지 소유권을 조건으로 의뢰를 받았다는 소린가?
In that case, you telling us that we've accepted the request to earn ownership of a golden bow?
정확히는 그쪽에서 거래를 제안해 온 거지.
To be exact, they made the offer first.
우리로서는 황금가지가 걸려 있는 의뢰인이만큼 선택의 여지는
Since a golden bow is on the line, we have
네, 없었겠네요.
no choice. I get it now.
그러니 이 얘기를 언제까지 반복해야 할지 모르겠지만 의뢰인에게 밉보일 행동은 하지 말도록.
Thus, I don't know how many times I have to remind you of this, but do not do anything to aggravate the client. By the way,
자, 그럼 목적지에 도착할 때까지 닥치고 있도록 늘 하던 대로 말이야.
now then, keep your mouth shut until you're there, all as usual.
단테 씨가 무언가를 말하려는 것 같았어요.
Dante seemed to have something to say. Thank you, Faust.
미안하게 됐습니다, 단테. 째깍거리는 것에 일일이 반응해 준다는 게 여간 익숙한 일은 아니니까 말입니다.
Sorry about that, Dante. I do hope you understand that it's quite cumbersome to grow used to the concept that the ticking of a clock can be something to respond to. So what are the golden bows used for, anyway? When I think about it, all we're told to do is a vague order to collect them, and nothing about what the company plans to do with them.
그가 황금가지의 쓰임새에 대해 묻고 있군요.
They're asking about the purpose of the golden bows.
드디어
God
반출하는
damn
것을
it, people need to stop
한
talking so
겁니까?
quickly.
관리자 단테, 회사의 행보에 호기심을 다 가지시다니.
Uh-huh. I see you've finally begun to ruminate on subjects, Manager Dante. Here you are, growing curious about the company's plans.
그렇다면 이 길잡이도 친절한 설명을 통해 관리를 도와야만 하겠군요.
I thought there was more. Then I ought to aid your management as a guide by providing kind explanation.
황금가지라는 건
The golden bows.
말 그대로 가지입니다. 줄기에서 뻗어나가고자 하는 부분이 있다면 그것을 가지라고 부르지요. 그리고 그 가지는 황금색으로 빛나죠.
They are branches, as their name suggests. That's why we call stems growing from the trunk of a tree. There's, these ones happen to have a golden glow.
오, 과연
Oh, forsooth. Don Quixote was the only one responding passionately to this information. Thanks to this exchange, he painted me as the ignorant bloke who doesn't even know what a branch is. Rodeo shrugs at me as if to chaff me, expecting a real answer.
베르, 길이 막혔어. 돌아가야 해.
Verge, the road is blocked. Should I go around it?
막혔다고요?
It's blocked?
막다른 길은 이상한데요. 더군다나 K사 둥지 한복판에 뭔가 소동이 생길 일이 있을.
Strange that there's a blocked road. This is the middle of K-Corp's nest, too. It's unlikely there's a scene. Before Ishmael could finish her sentence, a total thud at the window interrupted her. Alright.
방금 버스에 부딪혀서 튕겨져 나간 거 사람이었지?
Something just got flung at the bus and boinked off. That was a person, wasn't it?
40대 초반으로 보이는 남성. 후두부에 큰 손상을 입은 것 같군. 부딪히기 전부터 죽어 있었다.
A male individual who appears to be in his early 40s. There seems to be a serious injury in his occipital region. He had already died before the impact.
그래, 단순한 소동은 아닌 듯하군.
Yeah, sure doesn't seem like the average scuffle.
내려 해결할 수 있는 문제라면 해결한 후 다시 돌아오고.
Pit stop. If it's a problem you can handle, come back after you're done.
그럴 수 있는 문제가 아니라면?
And what about if it isn't?
해결이 될 때까지 끊임없이 시계가 돌려지겠지.
The clock will have to spin until it's been dealt with. That's one elegant way to tell us to go die 1,000 deaths.
그럼
Now then,
전원 하차.
off the bus.
왜? 어차피 이렇게 말할 거 아니었어? 대신 말해준 거잖아.
What? Weren't you about to say the same thing anyway? Saved you the trouble.
기대되네요. 이번엔 또 어떤 모험이 우리를 기다리고 있을까요?
I just can't wait. What adventures are in store for us this time? Okay. Very nice, very fun. Hopefully, there's nothing too bad. Why are there abnormalities in the middle of K-Corp's nest? Bertilius seemed to mean it when he said we could return to the bus after we dealt with this commotion. Passing by frightened crowds, we head to the center of the mess. Alright. Yep. Looks good to me.
제가 원하는 대로 베어버려도 되나요?
Can't take any of the newbies, you know, like Sinclair or anything until I get them up to at least
머스너무
level 30.
알다시피 이곳은 둥지 한복판입니다. 예상치 못한 소동과는 거리가 제일 멀어야 할 장소죠.
As you saw through the bus, we are in the middle of a nest. A place that should be the furthest from unexpected trouble.
아,
God damn it. What would that mean this is a precious commotion? Everyone except Drowsy Hung Lu was tensed up, carefully observing what was going on. Please click off, thank you. Is that... Someone was running our way in a hurry from the other side. The civilian was too hurried to look ahead. They bumped into the sinners and fell to the ground.
저기로 가면 안 돼요.
Don't go that way!
자자, 안심하시오. 우리는 그대들을
Oh, God.
지키기 위해 달려온.
Come now, you may rest easy. We have galloped hither to save innocent lives such as yours, for we are.
영웅 같은 건 아니니까 쓸데없는 말은 하지 마시죠.
We are no such thing as heroes, so please don't say anything unnecessary.
어이, 우린 저 앞으로 가야 돼. 별것도 아닌 걸로 멈춰 세운 거면 몽둥이 찜질 당할 줄 알아라.
Oi, 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 we need to cross here. You're here to stop us or nothing, I'll give you a taste of this bat, I tell you what. Alright, looking at Heathcliff's intimidating face and Ishmael's frown expression in turn, the civilian seemed to take a moment to consider which would be more of a threat.
있어서는 안 될 것이.
There's something ahead, something that shouldn't be real.
뭔지는 모르겠어요. 처음 보는 것이 다들 소리 지르면서 도망치다가 사람들이 나뒹굴고 불에 타고.
I don't know what it was. I've never seen anything like it. Everyone was screaming and running and then people rolling on the flare on fire.
앞에 있던 것이 인간의 형태가 아니었나?
Did the entity you witnessed have a form that does not resemble a human?
맞아요.
Yeah, that's right.
사람이 아닌 것이라면.
Then if it isn't a person... keep the suspected possibility in our minds. We headed for the center of the disturbance.
이게 어떻게 된
Oh lord. Oh, what's going on here?
그 뒤틀림인지 뭔지일 수도 있는 거 아니야? 치킨집처럼.
Hey, oi, could be a distortion or whatever, no? Like that chicken place, I tell you what. No, that's different. That one is an abnormality, not a distortion. I'm sure of this somehow.
단테 씨가 말씀하신 대로 환상체일 확률이 높습니다. 관리자는 느낄 수 있으니까요.
As Dante suggested, that entity is likely to be an abnormality. Our manager is able to sense it. But why? Why is an abnormality in the middle of a nest?
파우스트도 보고 받아본 적 없는 현상이에요.
Alright, here's my big brain prediction for the end of this series, right?
몰락과 동시에
I am wondering if
지속해서
Dante is not an abnormality himself. That is, that's one of the inklings of a possibility I've had in my head for a little while now. Yeah. It's a phenomenon of which Faust has never been notified. Most Lobotomy Corp facilities were shut down as soon as the wing was dissolved. I was reminded of the site burial Yuri told us about, but I quickly shook off those gloomy memories.
설사 그 사이에 환상체가 탈출을 했더라도 적어도 이번 작전 직전에는 보고가 있었어요.
It raises the question, though, if he's an abnormality, how is he able to resurrect all the sinners? I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll find out. Even if an abnormality did break out in the meantime, there should have been a report informing us of such a fact before this mission.
LCC가 저런 광경을 확인하지 못했을 것이라고 생각하긴 어려우니까요.
It's hard to imagine that the LCC would have been unable to notice if such an event actually occurred.
저기 있는 사람들은 K사 쪽에서 파견된 직원들일까요?
Could they be the security staff that get sent by K-Corp?
환상체를 제압하고 있다기보다는 그냥 무참히 짓밟히고 있는데요.
Rather than suppressing the abnormality, they're just getting completely wrecked.
마치 D사지부에서 신나게 쥐어터졌던 우리 모습을 보는 것 같은 걸.
아니,
Okay.
전에 닭집도
I
그랬더니
swear to God I
원래
didn't
이런
even
거야?
click.
이제 이런 식의 환영 인사는 사양하고 싶은데.
Sort of takes me back to the time when we got beat bad in D-Corp's district. Oh, come on. First that chicken restaurant guy goes cuckoo, and now this. I'm really over this kind of next cave welcome. Right as they complain. Oh, Blight! Debris created by the rampaging abnormality narrowly grazed past us.
뭐해? 얼빠지게 구경만 하고 있다간 우리도 저 새끼들도.
Hell are you doing? Just watching from here won't do us any good.
모조리 곤죽행이라고.
It'll crush us all to a pulp.
단단히 착각하고 있는 모양인데 저기 제정신 아닌 꼬맹이가 매일 짓거리는 헛소리에 세뇌라도 당한 건가?
You are gravely mistaken. Have that insane brat's daily ramblings finally managed to brainwash you.
정신 나간 꼬맹이가 어디 있는 곳이오?
Oh, Hawk, I prithee, who dost thou mean by this insane brat?
길잡이는 분명 소란이 해결된 후에 돌아오라 했지. 우리더러 직접 나서라고 말한 적은 없었다.
The guide only instructed us to return once the commotion has been dealt with. He never ordered us to deal with it ourselves.
아니, 넌 뭘 그렇게 개같이 빙빙 꼬아 생각하는 거냐?
For goodness sake, what's there to be so damn obtuse about?
방금 못 봤어? 내 대가리가 터질 뻔했잖아. 우리한테 뭔 불똥이 튈 줄 알고?
Didn't you see what just happened? It almost blew my head off. Who knows what else will happen if it keeps up?
다 두드려 패버리면 끝날 일을. 뭐, 방석 깔고 구경할까? 치킨 뜯으면서? 어?
This'll be over if we just beat the damn thing down. What else do we got? Parking a seat to keep watching gobbling some chicken, huh?
임무와 직결되지 않은 싸움에 구태여 목숨을 저당 잡힐 필요는 없다는 말이다.
There's no need to waste our lives on fights unrelated to our missions.
너희 같은 우물들은 느끼지 못했겠지만
I'm sure you filth didn't even realize, but here's the thing.
죽는 횟수가 거듭될수록 전투의 효율도 조금씩 떨어져 간다.
The more you die, the less efficient you become in battle.
겪어본 고통일수록 더 두려워지는 법이니까.
Experiencing a certain pain will make you learn to fear and avoid it.
하지만 앞에서 사람들이 계속 죽어가고 있는데요.
People are dying over there as we speak, though.
시간은 걸리고 희생은 많겠지만 언젠간 제압을 하겠지. 바로 우리처럼.
Although it will cost much time and many lives, they will eventually suppress it, just as we do.
그리고 죽을 때마다 부모나 찾으며 울던 녀석이 몸소 희생을 자처할 줄은 몰랐군.
And I must say, I didn't expect a whining amateur who'd cry out for his parents whenever he died to willingly suggest self-sacrifice.
이제 죽는 것 따위는 우스운가 보지?
Death has become a triviality to you, has it?
수감자들 사이에서 최적의 판단을 내려야 한다면 이자의 말이 맞다.
If we must make the best decision between the sinners, it's right to listen to her. We're not fixers, and we certainly cannot be heroes. Turning the clock obviously hurts whenever I do it, and the pain is something I can never get used to. And yet, we should suppress it. I can't logically explain why, but I feel like we should.
시계 대가리에 너도 똑같은 헛소리를 했다면 시계째로 웃기고 뛰쳐나갔을 거야.
I'd have crushed that clock and run out of there if you gabbed the same rubbish, clock face.
결정이라면 따르겠습니다.
If that is your decision, I will abide by it.
그래 뭐 잘한 선택일 거야.
Alright, I'm sure you made the right call.
저 그렇게 판단해 주셔서 감사해요.
Hey, thank you for making that decision.
별것도 아닌 일에 쓸데없이 잡생각이 많군 시계. 예술가는 못 되겠어.
You worry too much over little things, clock. You won't be an artist. Okay,
다른
that's fine.
누구도 아닌
I'll live.
당신을 위한 결정이었습니다, 관리자님.
This judgment was made by none other than you, executive manager. The sinners walk ahead, leaving me after leaving me comments. While all the others moved forward, Faust remained and gave me a peculiar stare. What is it? You think my judgment was inefficient?
아니요. 모든 기억을 되찾은 당신이 어떤 반응을 할지 흥미로워서요.
No, I just thought it would be interesting to see how you react once you've reclaimed your memory. Faust's strange statement held me in place for a moment, but I decided I want to deal with the questions that are immediately ahead of me first. Faust, I've been wondering for a while. Are you really okay with being treated like this, considering your talent and everything? Someone of her caliber should have no problem enjoying a luxurious life in the city.
파우스트는 괜찮아요. 그리고 인재라는 말은 파우스트에게 적합한 단어는 아닌 것 같군요.
Faust doesn't mind. Additionally, talent feels like the incorrect word to describe Faust.
인재는 다수가 될 수 있지만 파우스트는 다수에 포함되고 싶지 않으니까요.
Many can possess talent, but Faust does not want to be included in the many.
수감자 중에 가장 상식적인 의미의 인재에 대해 논한다면 이상씨가 있겠네요. 참고로 저는 천재고요.
Among the sinners, if we were looking for a talented individual, the most commonly agreed definition, that would be Yi Song. For your information, I am a genius. Yi Song stops walking behind the other sinners and turns around to face me. Oh god. Looking again, his eyes actually stare into the emptiness behind me.
그렇지 않소. 나는
I am no such individual.
날개짓을 멈춘 지 오래요.
I have long stopped fluttering my wings.
그러니 재능을 논하는 것은 무용한 짓일 테요. 관리자.
Thus, it would be of no use to discuss my talent, manager. Curiously enough, I find that some sinners feel more distant as we spend more time together.
저 날아다니는 기계는 뭐지? 아까부터 거슬려. 110생을 3000번째 하고 있는 중.
What's that flying machine? It's been irking me. Got the urge to SID for the 3000th time.
저건 드론이라 불리는 것이요.
That is a device called a drone.
아, 어쩌면 K사에서 저희를 도와주기 위해 파견한 전투용 드론일지도 모르겠네요. K사는 기술이 평균 수준 이상으로 발전한 둥지 같으니까요.
Oh, they might be the combat drones K-Corp sent to help. The wing seems to be above average in terms of technology.
아니요. 생김새를 보아하니 전투 기능은 따로 마련되어 있진 않아 보여요. 그리고 가운데엔 카메라가 달려 있군요.
No. Viewing its design, it doesn't appear to be equipped with combat functionalities. It also has a camera at the center.
뭐 잘 사는 도시에 이런 난장판이 벌어졌는데 카메라들이 몰릴만도 하겠네요.
Well, I guess it makes sense to get a close look at the mess happening in a well-off nest. Abashed, Ishmael mumbled.
우리도
God.
그럼 뉴스라는 거에 나오는 것인가?
Oh, will we be featured on the thing we called the news?
그런데 이 드론들 왜
Oh, wait, something's off. Why are
시체랑 죽어가는 사람들만 찍고 있는 거예요?
they only filming corpses and dying people?
뭐 자극적인 쪽으로 시선이 몰리는 건 당연한 일이지 않겠어?
Well, it's the provocative stuff that draws more attention, doesn't it?
이만큼 끔찍한 사고가 일어났다. 뭐 이런 거지 않을까?
Look at this terrible incident. See how morbid it is, or something like that.
하지만
But
잠깐 꼬맹이 앞에.
hold up, kiddo, in front of you.
아무리 봐도 이상하잖아요.
This is definitely weird. Sinclair.
이것 봐요. 왜 저를 계속 찍고 있는 건데요?
Look at this thing. Why does it have its camera glued to me?
난 혼 없는 관객은 좋아하지 않아.
I don't appreciate a soulless audience.
수가 적지 않다. 그리고 이 드론
There's a considerable number of them, and these drones.
환상체가 날뛰는 지역에 접근하지 못하도록 의도적으로 봉쇄를 하고 있는 것 같군.
They appear to be deliberately preventing us from entering the area where the abnormality is.
그럴 리가. 도와주러 온 사람한테 굳이 나서서 방해를
Can't be. We're sent here to help. They'd have no reason to get in
하겠어?
our way, right? Now the drones have started lining up and formed a wall as if to stop us from proceeding any farther.
안녕하십니까. 시민 여러분의 안전을 위해 10m 이상 물러나 주시기를 바랍니다.
Greetings, citizens. Please keep 10 meters of distance for your own safety.
K사의 직원들이 파견되었습니다. 시민 여러분은 안전합니다. 10m 이상 물러나 주시기를 바랍니다.
K-Corp staff has been dispatched. Your safety is assured. Please keep 10 meters of distance.
아니, 그러니까 그 잘난 너네 직원들이 다 뒤져가고 있다니까?
Oh, look. Your staff is being slaughtered over there, can't you see?
안녕하십니까. 시민 여러분은 안전합니다. 10m 이상 물러나 주시기를 바랍니다.
Greetings, citizen. Your safety is assured. Please keep 10 meters of distance.
애초에 말이 안 되는 방송이에요. 이런 난장판에서 고작 10m 이상 물러난다고 안전해지겠어요?
Huh. The instructions make no sense. What difference is 10 meters gonna make in this mess?
쓸데없는 짓거리를 하는구만.
Ugh, not gonna do us any favors, huh?
고장이 났던 설계가 잘못된 것이든 일단 이놈들을 전부 격추해야 방해 안 받고 환상체한테 붙을 수 있겠어.
Don't know if they're malfunctioning or just badly designed. We'll have to get rid of all these before we can get to the abnormality. Alright. I kind of thought that that would be our preliminary fight when they first showed up. Alright. Whale? No, whoa. Okay, I'm pressing the wrong button. I was like, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be fighting. I understand. I'm a fool. Wow, these things are not hard to kill. There are 2 waves, but we should be fine. I really want to try out her new skill. I'm like kind of dying to see it. Wow, good. I was gonna say that should be a kill too. Alright, there we go. Very nice. That guy looks a little beefier than the other ones. Good thing we got Don Quixote on the case. Oh man, these ego skills are like the perfect amount of time for me to get a glass, or not a glass, but get a drink of water. They like run the perfect length for me to get a mouthful and drink it. Thank you, Limbus Company, for having my well-being at heart when you made this game. Clearly that was done on purpose. Very nice, very nice. 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 Yes, I can see it. I can try it. Alright, do it. Oh, I hope they stay alive long enough for me to get to see it, though. You know what? I don't think they will. Alright, that's unfortunate. Next time for sure. Oh, you know what? Nope, they will. Well, that's pretty cool. Does a lot of damage, too. Very nice. Barely even a challenge. You're gonna have to give me something harder than that game. Nice. Oh, I forgot to see who the MVP was. That's alright. I think I'm gonna save this for next episode. I have, you know, I don't want to record for super long today. I think I'm already at like 38 minutes, and I'm afraid that this is gonna have a lot of dialogue in it. Plus the combat, I think it's gonna be a little too long. So I think we're gonna call it here. But I will get my. Oh, I don't have any battle pass stuff. Damn. Okay, fine. I have to. All right. Okay, all right. Battle pass. You've made my choice for me. Getting suspicious drones out of the way, we're dealing with chaos. They look quite expensive at a glance, and the K-Corp logo on them makes me all the more hesitant about destroying them. All right, well. Thanks a lot, game. Oh, thank God. All right. We're good. We're fine. Get in there. All right, that was pretty bad. Okay, that sucked. All right, well, thanks. Wow, this is a bad start. I'm tempted to just start it over. All right, that could have been worse. All right, we're fine. We're fine. We'll make a recovery. win rate.
정화.
Oh, also, this is something I actually was going to talk about at the beginning of the episode and completely forgot to. So instead, I'll just do it at the end of the episode. Hopefully you're still watching. You may have noticed. I have been putting up a lot more community posts lately. A lot more polls. A lot more posts in general. Yeah, that's gonna be like a common thing. Here's a little fun fact for you, right? I have found, not just through my own experience, but like through other people's experience, that your channel actually gets promoted more in the YouTube analytics side if you are more active on the community posts, especially with polls, right? And so I'm going to be doing more of those because I'm trying to game the system here. So yeah, I you know, gotta move up in this YouTube world, right? So you know, I gotta get more people drawn to the channel. What better way to do that than by doing everything that I possibly can to make sure that happens? And so, yeah, I am going to be doing more of those. I apologize; they might clog up your feed a little bit. I hope that you just find it in your heart to make an exception, so that maybe someday I can, you know, do this full time. You know, if it takes a couple of community posts in your feed to get there, I hope that is an exception that you're willing to make for me. But I did just want to mention it. Whoa, I didn't realize we were doing this now. Well, good thing that we have these ready. Okay. Good thing that we have these ready. Damage. But I figured I would just bring that up and mention it. What I don't want you guys is to be like, oh my god, this guy's so annoying. These polls are dumb. I hate seeing these. I mean, you still might feel that way, but I'm hoping that my rationale, my reasoning, you know, illuminates the fact a little bit more so that it's not quite so annoying for you to have to deal with. But in case you were wondering, that's the deal with that. They do get a lot of traction. They're getting like. Here's the thing, right? I've put some up in the past where it's like, you know, oh, here's this game, you know, should I do modded or not? Speaking of which, I am going to be playing a Skyrim modded series, and I have a Google link in the comments of all these videos. Go check it out, add some mods to it. I'm letting you guys pick all the mods that I use. But regardless, you know, I'll put those up, and they'll get like 10 votes, give or take. But I think there's too much text in them, right? People don't want to read that much. These very generalized quick ones, like how often do you play video games? You've got like 45 plus votes on it, you know? And I think a large part of that is just because it's like, it's short, not a lot of reading to do. And people like that. People like the ease and the convenience. And also the pictures. I think the pictures are helping a lot too. What the fuck was that? I don't know if that thing just glitched out or what it was like. It was like jumping across the screen. Oh, there is reading. Alright.
설마 이 드론들 우리 보고 물어내라고 하진 않겠지?
That's the last of them. They aren't gonna make us pay for the damages, are they?
합당한 방어였다고 제 선에서 보고서로 처리해보죠.
I'll try to report that it was an act of self-defense.
하우, 내가 말했던가? 자기는 정말 뭐라 해야 하지? 암튼 그거 짱이야.
Fow, darling, did I ever tell you this? You're really just so... how do I put it? You rock.
깨달음이 느리신 편이군요.
You were rather late to realize it.
뭔가 이상해요. 이 환상체요. 평소와는 다른 느낌이 들어요.
Something feels strange about this abnormality. Doesn't quite feel like the others we fought.
평소라고 할 만큼 많이 겪은 건 아닌 것 같지만.
Not sure if we even have that much experience in that department, but...
뭐 주위에 소리 지르는 구경꾼들이 있다는 정도가 다르긴 한가?
Well, I guess there's a crowd around us shouting and yelling.
어떻게 된 거야 이 환상체들? 둥지 복판에 나타난 것도 모자라서 왜 지금까지 만난 환상체보다 더 끔찍해졌지?
What's up with these abnormalities? How'd they show up in the middle of a nest, and how did they get more horrifying? And I've seen that one in the mirror dungeon a few times too. Never in a fight though. Come to think of it, what was the deal with those abnormalities in the mirror dungeon that didn't fight us?
우리가 본 건 거울 던전의 균열을 통해서 엿본 환상체의 심상이자 보금자리예요.
That would have made no sense if I hadn't done that mirror dungeon yesterday. Oh my god, it's almost like I knew. I didn't know. That was a complete happenstance. Those were glimpses into the abnormality's mental spaces and habitats, viewed through cracks in the mirrored world.
그것은 굉장히 좁고도 불안정한 균열이요.
It is a chasm, incredibly narrow and unstable.
맞아요. 그래서 한정된 상호작용만 가능했던 거죠.
Indeed, which only allowed for limited interaction.
그딴 건 모르겠고 이건 왜 이리 끈질겨? 철도에서 잡은 것들만큼 독한데.
Okay, now unfortunately I have not done the railway. Forget all that. Oh, wait, forget all that. All I want to know is why are these things so tough? As nasty as what we face on the railway.
확실히 그러하다.
That is certainly true.
게다가 환상체에게서 떨어지는 이 기분 나쁜 액체는 뭐죠?
Besides, what is this sickening fluid dripping from them? As the sinners pointed out, the abnormalities here were clearly different from what we've encountered before. This is, it oozes a mysterious liquid with a blue glint.
성분을 검토할 시간은 없으니 최대한 신체와 닿지 않게 해야겠어요.
We have no time to analyze its constituents, so we should be careful not to come in contact with it.
알아. 굳이 묻히면서 다닐 생각은 없다고.
Yeah, no need to tell me. I'm not about to smudge myself with that.
야, 이것들 어디서 뭐 잘못 주워 먹은 거 아니야? 무슨 광견병 걸린 것 마냥.
Oi! These things eat bad food off the floor or what? It's like they got rabies.
히스클리프 씨! 위요!
Above you, Mr. Heathcliff. Heathcliff was knocked to the ground, unable to resist.
관리자님, 아무래도 고생 좀 하시겠네요.
Manager, it looks like you have your work cut out for you.
제가 간언했다는 점 꼭 기억해 주시기 바랍니다, 관리자님.
Please remember that I gave you my expostulation, Executive Manager.
총원, 전투 준비!
All men, prepare for battle. Figured it would come to this. I've come too far to be afraid of pulling dead sinners back to life. Let's beat them and head back. All right. Poor Dante. Poor Dante. Excruciating pain because the sinners are dumb.
가장 순수한 세상으로.
Wow, look at that. And we had two people without damage this time. Very nice. Gregor never takes damage, I've noticed. He seems to always be in the safe zone somehow.
하루의 끝을 마침표 찍는
Wow.
것만큼
Give me this.
이보다 가치
Give me
있는
that.
건 없지.
All right, let's open this. Ooh, who do we want something for? This is one that I have on my list of things that I want. We have 81 of 400. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeesh. All right. I guess we'll do that. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. Now I have to know which one Honolulu is. Okay, it's this one. That's what I thought. Oh, I got 38. All right, that's pretty good. Dispense. So we're at 119 of 400. Okay. Cool. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a thumbs down. If you'd like to see more, consider subscribing. I upload daily at 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. As always, hope you'll have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next episode. So long, everybody.